Black screen. A faint whisper rings out, your own name, but said by a second version of your voice. They say the whisper game is harmless, until it stops using your voice and starts using your memories. Tonight's story isn't about a demon, a monster, or a ghost. It's about something far worse, a part of you that shouldn't exist outside your own head. Beat. Welcome back to the digital nightmare, and trust me, tonight, sleep will not save you. The story begins with Rayan, a 19-year-old hostel student known for being the fearless guy. You know the type. Sarcastic, loud. The one who says ghosts can't touch me. One night, his friends challenge him. Play the whisper game alone. It's a stupid childhood game where you sit in a silent room, close your eyes, and whisper the words, "Is anyone listening?" You're supposed to hear a faint whisper back in your own voice. Kids do it for fun. Adults don't. For a reason. Rayan laughs it off, locks himself in the old hostel storage room, the place everyone avoids because it smells like dust, rust, and old regrets. Inside the dark room, he sits cross-legged, one flickering bulb above him humming like it's breathing. He whispers the ritual words. Is anyone listening? Silence. Dust settling. His heartbeat echoing. He whispers again, this time softer. Is anyone listening? And then someone answers, not with a growl, not with a hiss, not with a demonic voice. It answers in his voice. Voice, soft, identical to him. I'm here. Rayan freezes. His brain starts speed-running excuses. Echo, prank, acoustics. Dimag mein mat lag Rayan, chill. But then the voice continues. Still his voice, but wrong, in the way a smile looks wrong when it's painted on a corpse. Voice. You shouldn't have called me. Rayan looks around, but the room's empty. He forces a laugh. Very funny, guys. I swear, if someone's hiding... No one replies. The voice doesn't speak again. But something feels added. Like he's not alone in his own head anymore. He leaves the storage room with a nervous grin, brushing it off as imagination. But when he opens the door, someone is standing at the end of the hallway. A silhouette. Same height. Same posture. Rayan squints, and the figure does the same. He raises a hand. The figure mirrors it. Perfectly timed. Rayan whispers, "That's not a mirror." He blinks, and the figure disappears from the end of the hallway. But Rayan hears footsteps right behind him, as if something moved faster than his eyes could follow. Later that night, in his dorm room, Rayan tries to sleep. Just as he's drifting off, a whisper brushes against his ear. Don't sleep yet. You haven't met me properly. He jumps up, scanning the room. No one there. But his reflection, the one in the window, lags half a second behind his movements. He moves slowly. So does the reflection. But when he stops, the reflection smiles. I didn't smile. The reflection places a finger over its lips. Shh. Rayan stumbles back, heart crashing against his ribs. When he blinks, the reflection resets, looking normal again. But he hears the whisper one more time. I'm getting closer. Over the next few days, Rayan notices things going missing. His socks, his notebook, a hairbrush. Little things, nothing valuable,
But when he opens the closet, all the missing items are arranged neatly on the floor, in the shape of a human body. His size. He doesn't call anyone, because deep down he knows it isn't a prank. It's him, or the other him. He tries to avoid dark rooms, mirrors, windows, but reflections appear even in shiny metal surfaces, water spills, even the black screen of his phone. Not tech, just reflections. Don't panic, Jeweler thinking machine. The reflection always does the same thing. Stares, smiles, waits. One evening, fed up, Rayan decides to confront it. He marches into the same storage room, same flickering bulb, same dusty smell. Rayan, I know you're here. Show yourself. No response. Only the bulb flickering. Faster. Then, the whisper behind him. Turn around. He turns, and there it is, a Rayan perfect copy of him. Same face, same clothes, same breathing. But its eyes, they look hungry. Doppelganger, smiling. You called me when you asked if anyone was listening. Rayan backs up. What do you want? The copy tilts its head. Not much, just a life. Yours. Before Rayan can react, the copy charges forward, but not like a monster. No screams, no claws, just silent, fast, and horribly familiar. They struggle. The bulb flickers rapidly, strobe-like flashes. You can't tell who's hitting who, who's screaming, who's laughing. Then suddenly, silence. Only one Rayan walks out of the storage. Room. Dusty clothes. Shaky breath. His friends find him outside, pale but alive. Bro, you good? Ryan nods, smiles faintly. I'm fine, just tired. But later that night, the real clue appears. His friend notices something strange. Bro, since when do you write with your left hand? You're a righty. Ryan looks down. He hadn't even realized. The new Ryan, the one who walked out, is left-handed. He also hums a tune Ryan has never heard before. And the worst part? When he tries to sleep, his reflection in the window doesn't copy him anymore. It watches him.